Welcome to English Everyday. My hobby. Hello, my name is Anna. Today, I want to talk to you about something very special to me. It is my hobby. My hobby is reading books. I started reading when I was a little girl. At that time, I could not read many words, but I liked looking at the pictures. My mother used to read to me every night before bed. Her voice was soft and kind. I loved that time with her. It made me feel safe. It made me feel happy. Now, I am older. I can read by myself, and I still love books. Books are like friends to me. They are always there. They do not shout. They do not run away. They stay with me, and they help me dream. Why do I like reading? That is a good question. I like reading because it takes me to new places. I have never been to Paris or Tokyo or New York, but I have read about them. I have read about tall buildings, busy streets, and big parks. I can travel in my mind. I can go anywhere with a book. Reading also helps me learn. When I read, I learn new words. I learn how people live in other countries. I learn about animals, nature, and even space. Books are full of knowledge. They are like windows to the world. Sometimes, when I feel sad or tired, I pick up a book. After a few pages, I feel better. Books help me relax. They help me forget my problems for a while. It is like a little vacation for my mind. I also like reading because it helps me understand people. In books, I read about different lives. I read about people who are rich, poor, strong, weak, happy, and sad. I learn to feel what they feel. I think this helps me be kinder in real life. I think reading makes my heart bigger. What kind of books do I like? Well, I like many kinds of books. I like stories about real life. I like stories about friendship, family, and love. I like books that make me laugh. I also like books that make me cry. Yes, sometimes I cry when I read, but it is a good kind of cry. It means I feel something strong. I also enjoy books for children. Even though I am not a child anymore, I still love simple, kind stories. Sometimes the simple ones have the deepest messages. They talk about being brave, being honest, or helping others. I think these things are important. Do I like to read every day? Yes, I do. I try to read a little every day. Sometimes I read in the morning with my tea. Sometimes I read during lunch, but my favorite time to read is at night. Before I sleep, I open my book and read a few pages. It helps me rest. It helps me sleep well. When I don't read for a few days, I feel something is missing. It's like not talking to a friend. Reading is part of my life now. It is my hobby, but it is also more than that. It is something that helps me grow. Do I read paper books or digital books? That's a good question. I like both. I love the smell of paper books. I love turning the pages. It feels nice. But digital books are easy to carry. I can read them on my phone or tablet. When I travel, I take many books with me on my device. That makes me happy. Sometimes I go to the library. I like walking between the shelves. There are so many books. Each one has a story. Each one is waiting to be read. The library is quiet. It is a good place to think and to read. I feel peaceful there. Do I talk about books with others? Yes, I do. I have a few friends who like reading too. We talk about the books we read. We share our favorite parts. Sometimes we read the same book and talk about it together. It's a great time. It is also interesting. My friend may like a part that I didn't notice. Talking about books makes me see more. Sometimes I write about the books I read. I write short notes. I write how the book made me feel. I also write my favorite quotes. These notes help me remember. They help me understand more. How did I start reading more? I started reading more during a hard time in my life. I was feeling lonely. I had moved to a new city. I did not know many people. I felt a little lost. One day, I went to a small bookstore. I found a book with a red cover. I don't know why, but I bought it. That night, I started reading. Page by page, I felt better. I did not feel so alone anymore. That book became a light in a dark time. Since then, I always read. Books are my friends, my teachers, and my helpers. Sometimes people ask me, Anna, why don't you do something else? Why not play a sport or try painting? I smile and say, I like those things too, but reading is special for me. I think hobbies are like clothes. One size does not fit all. Some people like music. Some like cooking. Some like dancing. That is okay. We are all different. My heart feels happy when I read. So I know it is the right hobby for me. So that is my story. My hobby is reading books. It is simple, but it is full of meaning. Books are my friends. They are my teachers. They are my quiet joy. If you are looking for a hobby, maybe you can try reading too. You don't need to read fast. You don't need to understand every word. Just open a book, take your time, and let the story take you on a journey. Reading has changed my life, and maybe it can change yours too. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep reading, keep learning, and never stop dreaming. Goodbye, and see you in the next story.